Hi, I'm Neil Nelson, and I'm applying for a school at Mora Secondary in Mora, Minnesota. The school is a small school with about 130 students per grade. It's got decent class offerings though for the students and in elective choices and stuff. It's free and reduced lunch percentage is 32%. Its ethnicity is about 95% white, 1.5% African American, 3.3% Hispanic, uh, 0.7% Native American, and 0.6% Asian. Teacher to student ratio is 16 students to every teacher. And my big idea involves using virtual reality in the classroom, and using that to boost education. And also, using maybe even a virtual reality cart or virtual reality for every student would be great, but that might not be realistic. So the big idea behind that is Google Expeditions. Google Expeditions is a platform that created by Google that basically provides field trips, VR experiences for students in classrooms. Um, there's very minimal setup and a lot of engagement, unique experiences, and hundreds of lessons for the classroom. You actually see a lesson or a big list of lessons of 900 lessons in the future here. Um, so yeah, you can take your students on virtual field trips with over 900 expeditions. So we're going to go to that page real quick. Okay, so it's a little spreadsheet here with all these expeditions on it. And you'll see like one of my favorite, just like looking at it right now, is like Safari with Taronga Zoo Dubo, and you can see like all these different things, and then it gives you a description off the side there, all the different animals that you'll see in the different panoramas. But like as for being a social studies education teacher, look at this one says ancient Roman ruins in England and France, and you can see all these ancient Roman ruins and take your students to different places and experience different cultures just by being there. See, here's one that is just straight. I just passed it here. Oh, straight up Australia for geography majors. That's what my emphasis actually is. And just bringing students to other places without actually having to leave or do anything. And I think that's very, very cool. A cool thing that Google brings to the table with expeditions. Okay, so here's another thing that's cool for educators. And this isn't just social studies teaching. You can create different things. You'll see right here as I look at it. So if I click that, it brings me to this generic Google screen that I'm sure if you've ever used anything on Google, you've seen before. And then this is a template thing that I clicked afterwards. You can see the human anatomy, muscular system. There's so much involved in this besides just going places. Look at that endothermic or exothermic reactions. There's Earth timeline, and you clearly see dinosaurs in there. So, and there's the planets, the solar system, the eyes, just all sorts of really, really cool things for all sorts of really, really interesting subjects. Okay. Um, And I think that's vitally important that to emphasize that it isn't just I'm a social studies teacher. I want to bring my students to Bhutan, Para Thimphu, or whatever that is. But I don't want to just like I'm not going to bring them to the holy places of Jerusalem because I'm a social studies teacher. Like there's the anatomy of the muscular system, skyscrapers for an architecture class, and exothermic reactions. There's all sorts of stuff to do here that's not even related to social studies. Okay, so it'd be very vital for the students to be able to use something like that. And it's got a good backing when Google gets involved and they have leading museums, universities, laboratories, and publishers involved. Nat Geo is a great source for social studies and biology and different animals and all that stuff. American Natural Museum of History, and then like for art and architecture, the Guggenheim Museum of Art in New York City has actually partnered with them as well. So you can see that there's just a whole array of different subjects that this would impact.